It's raining a bit here in Singapore. Oh, I used to swim in this beautiful pool twice a day. But the circuit breaker has shut that down. Such a shame. Anyway, this is Cancer 101, the basics of cancer. And today we're going to discuss prognosis some more. In the last video we talked about prognosis and how your doctor would be reluctant to discuss prognosis with you. Not all of them, of course. Many of them will be, perhaps reluctant, but will still discuss it with you if you simply ask them. But there are doctors that are gun shy, and I explained the reason they would be gun shy in the last video. In this video, I promised that I would discuss ways to talk to your doctor and try to get him to open up about your prognosis. And so let's say Sister Mary goes in and she talks to the doctor. And she says, "Doctor, tell me about my prognosis. I know you don't have a crystal ball, and I know you can't nail these things down to within a month or two, but I just want a general picture with some rough time frames about prognosis." With that kind of asking, it may be that doctors will be more comfortable sharing prognosis with you because you've already shown that you understand that this is a difficult thing to do, and that you're kind of giving the doctor an out in case his or her predictions don't come true. But let's say the doctor doesn't open up, and so what you can do is you can say, "Well, doctor, can you tell me about the prognostic indicators in my case?" And then we'll get the doctor talking about various things that influence prognosis. And in the process of talking about those things and seeing that you understand them and that you're following along, it may be that the doctor, at the end of that, when you ask again, is willing to come up with some kind of prediction, like, you have a 50% chance of survival for 6 months, or, you have an 80% chance of survival for 5 years. And so that's one of the ways you can get your doctor to open up. Another thing you can do is kind of force the doctor's hand. When he keeps stonewalling you on prognosis, then you say something like, "Well, okay, doctor, I understand. I can see you're not willing to try to estimate my prognosis, and I respect that. It's a very difficult thing to do. I realize that. But perhaps you could refer me to another doctor who would be willing to discuss my prognosis. Can you give me the name and number of a doctor like that?" And then the doctor will see how serious you are about this. And at that point, she might say, "Don't do that. Don't go to another doctor just to get your prognosis. Here, let's go. We'll go ahead and discuss it." And then hopefully he'll give you prognosis at that point.